The prisoner put an apple on his head, but the officer's bullet missed the target. Next up was Teddy. He knew exactly what was coming, so he took a bite of the apple. The officer was puzzled, but he still raised his gun. Just then, a boy started singing a German poem. The officer was moved and decided to let them go, but a soldier reminded him they were still one short. So the officer called over another prisoner and knocked his hat off. The next second, that night, a foreman threw a sausage on the ground on purpose. Two prisoners lunged for it like animals. The foreman ordered them to slap each other. Only the winner would get to eat. The fight ended, but the foreman still wasn't satisfied. Then his eyes landed on a young boy. Teddy stepped up without hesitation. He effortlessly dodged every punch. The foreman was furious. He swung at Teddy himself and missed. He even stumbled and fell. The overseer couldn't take it anymore and stepped in to teach Teddy a lesson. But an officer stopped him. This officer used to be a boxing champion. He wanted to go at Teddy himself, but even he couldn't lay a hand on Teddy. Teddy waited for the right moment, then landed a clean punch. That left the officer seeing stars, but the officer didn't get angry. Instead, he handed Teddy a piece of bread. Teddy shared it with the other prisoners. The next day, the Germans brought in a huge man, hoping to finally humble Teddy, but Teddy didn't flinch. He kept dodging, letting the brute wear himself out, then ended it with a single, solid punch. The prisoners erupted with cheers. The officer was furious. That night, he gave Teddy water laced with drugs. Teddy was beaten badly. Then they forced a bruised and battered boy to fight against him. Teddy didn't want to hurt him, but the officer pointed a gun at the boy, threatening Teddy. Teddy begged the boy to hit him, but instead, the boy turned around and charged at the German. Teddy broke down, and the Germans, at last, were satisfied. That night, they tied Teddy's hands and hung him in the middle of the square. They wanted to crush the prisoner's spirits, to kill any will left to resist, but Teddy didn't give in. Even bruised and broken, he stepped back into the ring. With fast footwork, he easily dodged the German's punches. He even mocked his opponent. No matter how many times he was knocked down, he kept getting back up, and he kept smiling. That smile drove his opponent over the edge. When the German swung again, Teddy headbutted his wrist and followed with a lightning-fast combo that sent the German crashing down. The crowd went wild. Teddy had won a rigged fight and caught the attention of another officer who saw something valuable in him. The next day, Teddy was loaded into a car. He became the only Jew to walk out of that hell alive. So here's the question: why did the Germans hate the Jews so much?